Hello everyone, welcome back to Fenton Central. Now this is the opposite side to where I've been doing most of the work recently, and this is obviously the through station area. You'll have to bear with me with the light, it's really bad at the moment. I've got some lights on order, and it's as usual, it's raining outside. This is the area I've been doing most of the chopping and cutting and spraying, etc. It's the only long sort of area I've got where I can do anything really, hence the god awful mess once again. But what I'm thinking of doing now is moving on to this area next. I had originally thought about putting a bridge across here with the station building on, and then obviously platforms here and here, you know, with the steps down into the platform there. But I think having to walk from way over there under all that mess all the way back with little engaged people is quite a long way to go. So I think what I'll do is I think I'll still put a bridge there, because I do need a bridge there, because what I want to do is get the trains that are going this direction to go behind. I'm thinking possibly along this edge here to raise the ground up slightly, and then put maybe factories across here, and roughly where this piece is here, I'm thinking of putting the station building here, with obviously the footbridge going across there, which is roughly in the centre. I think that'll be more appropriate. I've got another idea as well how I'm going to use some of this space here and all the way up there. I've got about 8 foot here. Probably doesn't look like it at the moment, it looks like a council tip or something. But I've got about 8 foot along the back here, and it seems such a waste of time, sorry, waste of space rather, just to do it all with buildings and whatnot. So I'm thinking possibly of putting a mine somewhere down here, not a very big one, but possibly with the tracks running along here behind the station, and a small fiddle yard somewhere here. I think what I'll use that for is just for a little bit of shunting with my DC locos, of which I've got numerous. I will probably chip some of them eventually. That's a long-term project really, but at least I'll be able to use them in the interim. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. So what I'll do is I'll make a start, and then I'll show you how it turns out. Won't be long. Right then, so this is as far as I've got thus far. You'll see there the road across there, which I'm definitely going to build there. Coming down here, you've got the slope down to where the station will be. Built this area up here. Apologies for the mess. Obviously there'll be a retaining wall down this side here, probably at the other side as well. And what I've decided to do, rather than just have a mine down here, is put an old platform in, assuming that at once upon a time it connected with these lines here, but since been severed. Probably use some part track or sleepers in situ there, indicating where it once was. And I could even sever the line maybe towards the end of that platform and run some DMUs up from this direction down here. So instead of just having the mine traffic, I could possibly have some passenger traffic, assuming it's still open for a little bit, just some local services. Again, whether I have a mine here or not, I'm not sure. I may put a mine, or I may just put a goods yard associated with this branch. Chances are that that would have probably shut, but we shall see. As I've indicated before, a lot of this just happens as I'm going along, and we'll see how it turns out. The other side of this road bridge, just positioned a couple of terraced houses along the edge. Those are the ones that were up in that corner over there, which I still haven't finished. So I think I'll use them as the back against the back just there. And I think what I'll do is I'll build some more of these terrace houses at the side of those two, and I'll probably put another set just there where that road surface is. So I think that's what I'll plan to do, but we'll see how it turns out. So what I'll do is I'll carry on and I'll be back shortly. Right, so thus far what I've done is I've roughed in these areas here, and again the painting just rough to start off with. Just some of this is still drying in this area here. I've put a pad down there for where the terraced houses are going, similarly using foam board along this area here. As mentioned, the low relief ones will go across here, and then there'll be full relief ones down here. I've done all that down there as well, up to roughly where the bridge is going to be, about there. I need to do all the abutments and get the bridge in a bit further on before I can finish that bit off there. Similarly, obviously the road will come across here. I've done the slope down to where the terrace houses will be, and also roughed in the slope down to where the station building will be on here. Obviously, while this has been drying, I've been doing a few other bits. I'll just take you around. Not seen this area for a while. This is the lift out section, as you can see there. What I've been doing along these 4 lines here, just that are visible there, I've chipped all the bits of ballast off, and these just run lovely and smooth now along these 4 pieces. So what I'll do, as I'm waiting for things to dry, I'll move on to this area here, up to where that bridge is, but which is still not finished. So I need to do that. And what I've also done is I'll just jump across here, and obviously this is where the village is going to be. I've managed to build up the area up to the lift out section. Just pop the other one on roughly just about there. That's all just about drying. Again, the painting is just the first coat. I'll need to do a bit more on that. I've built up where the bridge is going, just down at the base down there, because it needed building up a bit, so I've done that, and that's painted now. So what I can do is I can start to do the scenery on this bit now, I think. I think that's probably what I'll do next, while the next part of that over the other side is drying. So if you bear with me, I should make some progress in this area as well, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, so here we go. And what I've done is I've done all this area here, popped a wall in, and done the area in the front as well, and popped the bridge in. Still a bit more work to do down there, especially when it comes off the bridge in front of where the roadway is over there. Okay, so what I'll do, if you bear with me, I'll pop the other buildings and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, and there you go. Obviously still needs more work in this area down here, and as you can see, it's still drying. That's just all wet down there. Most of this is still wet. Need to edge off the pathways. I've actually put pathways in down there, I don't know if you can notice, and also down there, which goes to the end. Need to put the edge in on that, and then just tone that road down a little bit, and then pop a few extra pieces on there to make it look a bit nicer. But I hope you'll agree that we're getting there. I'm quite happy with how that's looking now. Much better than it was before. It's tied in now to this area, which is quite nice. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll carry on with a few more bits on here, and then we'll look at some back scenes as well for this area, so bear with me, back soon. Right, and as if by magic, you have some back scenes in, just done to the edge of that one there. I think that ties in quite nicely, looks okay to me. And over there and along that side as well there, just up to the corner where it turns back towards the church. I don't know if you can see in there, but I have edged the yeah, you can just see it, just see the edge in there. That's all the way around. There's a post box there. Now, one thing I'm not sure about, I mean, I'm pretty happy with everything else here. One thing I'm not sure about is this road here. Should I leave it like this? It obviously needs repainting, but should I leave it flat like this? Or should I do it in gravel, like this? I can't make my mind up. Obviously the transition between the two there doesn't look very good to me. The only thing I'm thinking is if I do it all in gravels, it might look a bit better. What do you think? Let me know. So I can't decide, so I'm going to leave it as it is for now, because I'm pretty happy with most of the scene there. Quite like that. It looks quite nice in this corner. Really, there's just the water to finish, and then I can finish the little bit of scenery around that. I think I'll probably, I don't know, I only need a little bit, so I might just use varnish. We'll see. Okay, so let me know what you think about that road, and we'll move on to something else now. Right, so while I had the scenery out and what have you, what I've done is I've continued into the corner here. Sorry about the light, as I've mentioned it's a bit poor at the moment. I've put in the scenery there, the church is in with a hedge around it, a couple of trees and the back scene. I managed to find some gravestones in one of my dad's packets. I think either P&D Marsh or Langley, I'm not sure which. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, quite happy with that. Also, just moving back this way, excuse all the bags and things on the lines here. Do you remember a while ago my really poor effort at a field just here? So I've changed what I'm doing. So the field has gone. Obviously I've not put the sides on yet, but that's that'll be next. I'm quite happy with that. Just put some row terraced in there. I think this here is going to be a wood yard, so there'll be stacks of wood and things here. Need to get some gates and put them on there. I think that looks better than that really dodgy field that I did quite some time ago now, a few months back. If so, we are getting on. We are getting on indeed. Okay, so let's move on back to where the station was, and I'll show you what I've done there too.